Okay, so this is going to be fun. I got my new iPhone, which hopefully is holding its place. It's moving a little bit, but I didn't set it quite. Hold on. Okay. Looks better. Right? Okay, so, all right, we're back. Sorry about that. I think multi-camera. All right, so as you can see, this is the pedal board. So I've been this row down here, which is the EQ, the overdrives, the cap, the flint, and the chorus. Those are in front. These are all linked up in stereo that have been going through the loops, but I've been experimenting with running them in front too. I've been kind of enjoying this running them in front thing. So I did some testing last night, and you know what? The rig sounds fine with everything in front. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know if the buffers are better, the cable, I don't know. I've got the great power supply on all this, so it sounds great. So if I run in front or I run straight in, at one point I recorded straight in, like 10-foot cable into the matchless, recorded it. Then I went through the main pedals on the bottom and recorded it. Then I went through all of them, which they're all in now. And it was fine. It sounded great. It kind of sounded better with the pedals. I don't know. I don't know if the buffer is, I don't know what it is, but anyway, there it is. So all I got on right now is the woodshed. So I'm on channel 1 of the match. My telly in middle position. Yeah, so I've been kind of messing with the delay, like learning, like getting more in depth into this whole timeline thing and how to program it. So here I've got now, it's set here for 92 BPM, and I set this to 92, and it's set for dotted eighth, right? So if I come here and it's on bucket, it's on tape now. And if I go to bucket, I like that bucket. Make sure it stayed. So there's 92, right? And then this I tapped in 92, the L cap. Yeah, it's a little different. But I'm just gonna run it with it. So I definitely am more of a. I like the way the timeline sounds. And then here's the L cap. Cool. I don't know. I really like the way that timeline sounds. Maybe I like also Bucket Brigade. Obviously the L cap is more of a tape. I was watching this worship dude, and he was saying he likes to sometimes do this with 16ths going into the timeline. So let's just see what happens. Now I set this to 16ths. Now it creates almost, well, there's a little bit of spring reverb. It's cool. It's got like a little bit of a almost like a reverb phasey thing. And back to the El Cap. I don't know. There's something about it. It's got a different rhythm to it. Let me try hitting this really good at that's it. Timeline. Yeah, it's just nice. Yeah, it's funny. I really. Yeah, I like that timeline, right? Weird. Timeline. Maybe it's the modulation. Let me try going here. Yeah, but I don't have anything. Like, that's going to be a lot of modulation. This is C1 mode of the Waza with LK. That's cool. That's just a different thing. Back to the timeline. I like this. Yeah, that bucket is cool. I had this dude, I did a record in Raleigh, this singer guy. I can't remember what his name was, but his guitar player came over, and his guitar player, we follow each. I can't remember his name either, but he knows me. If he pops on here, he'll know, and you can give us a shout out. But he came in with a deluxe Memory Man, and I just remember like that just being so cool sounding. I was like, that. The Yale cap is cool. Timeline. It's got like a, I don't know, it's got like a percussion to it that I like. Yeah. El Cap is cool, but I like this. So that's D bucket mode. And there it is. So yeah, it's also got a little bit of the mod on it. So now if I was to come out of this, right? Now I go to this Flint. Use a little bit of this reverb. I can't believe this video started with me like just being terrible against the click. Oh, I wish I could cut it out. Well, whatever. Anyway. Whoa. 80s mode. And then here's a hall with the big sky. Nice. See, it's got modulate. Jiggy with it. Maybe less mix, maybe a little. Very like abruptly leaves. This is a little bit more like just a smoother. Try the plate over here. So if you turn it on, plate. It was too much pre-delay. It was giving it like more of like a ba-ba, like a more too much rhythm. Got it. Got it. Got it! Yeah, see, I like that better. What's this first parameter? Low end, size, small, large. We'll go large. Anything worth doing is worth overdoing. Yeah. And then back to that old Flint 80s. This is a killer. This is a killer reverb. It's almost like I like the Flint. You know, well, the Big Sky has a lot of like things it does, but I like this reverb. Plus, I'm such a simpleton with reverb. This is almost more my thing. But yeah. That's money. here's the vibrato tremolo on it. God. That's just killer. This is the Wazacraft C2W in C1 mode. Yeah, put a little timeline. Less repeats. Less repeats. Wow. You know, so it's almost like, yeah, I don't know. I got to think this through. It almost feels like I would want to put the Flint up here at the end of the chain, get the El Cap out, and then I've got this going in its row, which, you know, so if I want like the Mobius, here's the Mobius chorus. I just love that. Now El Cap. You know, maybe I'm just not as into tape delay. I mean, this is wow and flip. It's all right. That's just unbelievable to me. So I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I think that's unbelievable. Back to that big sky. The flint is just kind of more my thing. So this is the possibility, which is get the cap off, get the big sky off, move the flint up here. Then I won't have, because with the 5 strymons, one of the strymons has to run on on like a separate power supply bot. If I do 4 strymons, all 4 of them are on the 4x4, which is the power underneath, which I like better. I mean, that's it for me for reverb. I'm not, you know. I mean, and I've got the Axe effects, if the FM9, if I want, like, I don't know, like, whatever, ambient reverbs. I just don't really use them. It's not really my thing. All right, so here's like all the way up, right? I mean, obviously this, here's the big sky, right? It's got, got shimmers and chorale. Save that for the day that I get a man bun. This is pretty much me right here, right? A little bit. So there's 80s, which I would say is probably lexicon-y, and then 70s. I just would keep it in an 80s. I don't know, just. It's got a little more low end. There's 60s. It's like a springy 70s. That's nice. 70s and 80s are. The timeline. See, I would rather have the flint here because I'd rather have the delay for the. I think that's what I'm going to do. That's what I think that he's going to do. I just think that... and then like the other side of this is I don't know, man. The way I like to work, I'm like, I want to just go be rolling. I mean, I get the timeline, and I get the Mobius. I just took a shower and now I have dreadlocks. Dreadnoughts, if you're a guitar player. Dreadnoughts. All right, I'll pull that out later. Oh yeah, it's a dreadlock. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. The big sky is just too schmageggy. Now what? And then I think I've got stereo in and stereo out on the flint, so I can just have it at the end of the line. That'll work perfectly. All right, so there it is. It's on and cracking, kids. This is a version 1 Flint input right, but I've got the stereo to mono cable or mono to stereo cable. I'm putting the Flint here. I'm getting the El Cap out, and then I'm thinking about maybe getting either a King of Tone or bringing back in my EP booster, which I was really enjoying, and then bringing in my fuzz. You know, and then I've got an OCD and a tube screen or an SD1, but I think that's going to give me, more. I'd rather have like some alternate ways of like kind of lighter gain and stuff. All right. I figured it out. Good night. All right. So this is a quick, I took the El Cap off and I took the Big Sky off. So I like the Flint. It's simple. I like the way it sounds, and the tremolo is just sublime. So yeah. So and I'm gonna get my vibe on with this, and then it literally says vibe, and then boom. So I brought in my fuzz, and I brought back on my EP booster. Yeah. Which is this is it. So this is really the setup, and that's and then I've still got a few other overdrive pedals, and I left gaps here so I can pull one out and put, if I want the SD1 or an OCD. But this is really this is it. I'm so stoked. Yeah, buddy.